Welcome to the Overgrowth Art Asset Overview. Recently, I've been working on remakes of Lugaru levels, and I found those levels kind of inspiring and wanted to see if I could take some of the lessons I learned and make an Overgrowth challenge style level. I created the terrain for this level a while back, but it has a few new things. I placed all of the ruins and enemies, and I also added the grass and detail textures for all the ruins. One of the things that I mentioned in my previous video was that I liked how small the Lugaru levels were. I don't want to make the Overgrowth levels as small as those, but I thought it would be nice to capture some of the feeling of those levels with concise battles that take place over a smaller area. The level designer for the game Thief, Randy Smith, had a theory for open world level design that's been called the valence theory. It depends on having things that attract or repel the player. So I've kind of embraced that, but I also have kind of added another idea that a level should probably have some kind of overriding flow to it, like a general direction to it. I designed this level with a circular flow in mind. One of the things that attract players are obvious paths or places where you can sneak up on enemies, whereas things that repel players are areas where the enemies can spot you, like open spaces or places where there's a lot of enemies. You can see I'm taking a stealth approach to this level. I'm not nearly as good at the game as David is, so this is the easier way for me to handle these enemies. I've been working on some other art assets also. This rabbit hut was a little bit problematic. I liked the design, but my first model was not a success, so it took me a little while to figure out exactly how to get the look that I was going for. And I ended up making two huts, one that was mostly a single object and then one that was made out of modular pieces. I'm pretty happy with how this worked out. It's also good because if I want to expand the look of the huts, I only have to replace one or two modular pieces. Here is a little test scene that I created to show off the assets and make sure that they looked good enough. Since the game is about rabbits, it's kind of important to have a place for them to live, and so I'm going to keep working on this set. I need to make unique doors and furniture for the rabbits also, so look for that in the future. That's it for this week's Art Asset Overview. Don't forget you can pre-order the game at wolfire.com/preorder. Thanks.